Hello Stepper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm French Martin, independent demonstrator in the United States, and today I'm going to share little tips with the Snowfall accent, the puff paint. This is not a new product, but for me it is a new liquid. It's different from what we used to have many, I'm going to say like Ice Age ago. I absolutely love the puff paint, and when it comes like to a bunny tail or snow, it is awesome what it adds. So let me share some tip with what I discovered. So I got a bunch of little cards here that I was doing for a swap. I'm using the Snowman Season, and it's this little one here. So I was doing 3 at a time, and I do not recommend that. I'm going to do just 2 so you can see, and then I'm going to do 1 with a little bit more detail to explain. So I would say shake it. It's very, very liquidy. It's not thick. In the past, I think the texture, it was not as liquid, it was thicker. The hole in the little nozzle here, it's not very fine. So when you put it down, you do not want to squeeze hard. I mean, I don't squeeze, I just let it go, and I just tap where I want my puff paint. And then I can even add some at the bottom here on the rock. Now here I'm just going to add. So if you squeeze hard, you're going to have a big chunk, and what you have to remember, it's when you're going to puff it, this is going to get very much bigger. So now I'm going to hold this here, and we're going to puff it with our embossing tools. So and first it seems to take a while, but when your embossing tool, it's warm up, you see it go very quickly. Let me bring it closer. I think you can see how it puffs. So you don't want to keep it puffing it till your snow is brown. So the minute you see it's all like cotton puff, you remove it. So that seems right, or here it's not. See, that one was not dry, so as it dry, it puffs. Now this one here, some of it's going to be already dry, so it's going to puff very lightly. So that's why you want to do an emboss right away. This one was done at a decent time. So here it is. Now you got it. I think I'm going to do another one. You're going to see how more puffy it gets with the same amount. And one thing that I want to say, if by any chance you get way too much, let's say it went poof, it just poop on you, well then what you can do is wait a little bit to heat set it, because it's going to dry, then it won't puff as much. So it's good and bad about this. So I just going to add, see the first one there, I squeeze a little bit more than I wanted, but that's okay. I still going to emboss it, going to have a bitter snowball there, or fight, or whatever you call it. Now it's going to go quick because my heat tool, it's warm. So you're going to see it. I think I'm close enough that you can see it puffing. And then as it puffs, then see, poof. Is it fun how it's just like, I hope that I hold the thing that you can see lovely. And voila. So now, that's how I want to have layers. Well, I thought I'm going to do all my layers first. Well, what happened, if you do your layers first and then you emboss it, it's going to remove your layers. That's how I remove layers. You know, you use your heat tools if you glue it crooked, and then you can peel it off because it melts the glue. So you want to have it done not when it's on your card base or your layers. So now that I got that done, you just wait a little bit and it's perfectly fine. So now what I'm going to do is put my glue in the bag. And it don't matter if you use liquid glue or liquid glue or tape glue. It's going to melt the glue. If you get the layers in it, your layer would come apart. Now I got a piece of ribbon here. I bet Minnie gonna ask you, how long is that? Well, that is about 6.5, 7 inch. Now I'm gonna do what I call my faux knot or faux bow. Just do a knot around your finger twice, so it is a double knot to have it secure, and that's going to give you a flat. In here you see it's flat. Now I'm going to take this, put this at the top, flip this here, and I always like to add a little bit glue where my ribbon is. We're going to put that on our layer right here. And now we're going to cut this diagonal. So I'm going to come here, cut that diagonal, et voila. I want it down more. Here we go. So now, very simple. Now to finish the card, I put my greeting at the bottom. I use the punch. It's the decorative, no, everyday label. Sorry, everyday label. That was scrap paper. See, I still going to use it. Just flip it the other way. And I cut them in half and put that there. See, it's just as a little thing. And then I use the gem there. If you see my snowman, I color it with Wink of Stella where the white is. And it's Seaside Spray and Pretty Peacock that I use the blends. The nose, it's the pumpkin pie for the blends. That's simple, my friend. Inside I just put Merry Christmas and I stamp the hat there. So this is it, but that was the tip on the puff paint. I hope this is going to help for you to use the puff paint. It is such a fun thing. And one thing I didn't mention, you see, even that I did my gluing and I turned that around, it is okay. I can tap it and it's still very puffy. Because that's why I wanted to do last, but no, it won't. It's better if you do the puff paint first, so you then when you set it or puff it, it won't unglue your layers. That is it for today. On my blog, I will have all measurement and supplies that I use, and all in the US. One click to order. Right below you get the link, or above in the high. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day, my friend. Bye-bye for now.